Hello everyone, welcome to Ghana Education Service News Today channel, GES News Today channel, where we bring you information that you will definitely need to make informed decision. We are going to take you through how to know how much GNAT mutual fund loan you can take. We mean, what is the maximum loan you can take from GNAT? So, subscribe because after here, we will be doing videos on other salary issues, validation issues, and everything related to salary reactivation, allowances, salary negotiations. We are noted for bringing you and staying on the issue from the beginning to the end. Now, before we give you the simple tip to knowing how much or the maximum amount of loan you can take from GNAT, let's look at these frequently asked questions concerning the GNAT mutual fund loan, also known as Teachers Fund loan. Now, what is the Teachers Fund? The Teachers Fund was set up in 1998 as a solidarity and retirement supplement scheme for members of the Ghana National Association of Teachers, GNAT. Now let's look at this. How long should one contribute to qualify for a loan from the fund? This is the answer. Any member who has contributed for a maximum of 6 months is eligible for a loan from the fund. Now let's look at this. What are the objectives of the fund? There are 4 main objectives of the fund: to provide a retirement supplement to members, to provide lifestyle enhancing facility to members in the form of loans, to facilitate access to credit purchases from credit mall, to engage property development and real estate activities by way of investment. Now let's look at the rest before we go to how to know the maximum amount you can take. Who qualifies to join the fund? Membership is open exclusively to teachers who are members of GNAT. Interested teachers are, however, expected to sign up as registered members by completing membership registration form. These forms are available at all district GNAT secretariats. Alternatively, members can apply through the CRM online portal. One of the CRM portal is this. We also have the short code and then the rest. Now let's look at the last two before we go to the how to determine the amount, the maximum amount. Now, how is the fund managed? The fund is governed by a 15-member board of trustees who reports to the GNAT National Council. Now, how much does each member contribute? Each member is required to contribute a maximum of 100 Ghana cedis. However, members are encouraged to contribute more than the minimum, and such contributions are called optional contributions. So now you have seen the major frequently asked questions, the facts that you may like to know. Now let's get to how much maximum loan you can take. There are 2 clauses concerning the maximum amount of loans you can take from GNAT. Now, these are the 2 main clauses concerning the maximum amount. One of them is that every member must contribute a minimum at least 15% of the loan you want to take. Yes. In other words, if you want 10,000, you should have contributed 1,005. If you want 20,000, you should have contributed what? 3,000. So, and if you want 50,000, you should have contributed about 7,500. But we all know that the contributions we have made so far are not flat amounts like I mentioned, 10,000, 1,005, 3,000, 7,005. They are varied figures. So how do you know that if your contribution is, say, 3,400, how do you know the maximum amount of loan you can take? And we're also going to show you how to get or how to see the contributions that you have made so far in order to determine how much maximum loan you can take at any time. So the first clause is every member is supposed to contribute a minimum of 15%. Now, we also have a situation where members exit the association, take their contributions, and come back to repeat the cycle. Because of this, the attrition rate, there's a second layer of clause that have been introduced for people who are rejoining the association. So those who are rejoining the association, they should have contributed a minimum of 20% instead of 15% for all other members. Those who are re-entering the union or the fund will need to contribute a minimum of 20%. So if you need 10,000, you should have contributed 2,000. If you need 20,000, you should have contributed 4,000. If you need 50,000, you should have contributed 10,000. Now, since all of us, our contributions are not flat amounts, 2003, 2007, and 50, all those amounts, how do you know the maximum amount of loan you can take? First of all, you must be able to go through the process to check your contribution. In order to check your contribution, you must dial the short code star triple 888 hash. So this star 88 hash, you should have dialed star 88 hash, that's triple 8 hash, and then you send. Then when you send, it will ask you to go through. Let's try again, star 88 hash, send. We are trying to send. What happened is that the platform is under construction because of the new integration with the app that is being developed. Now, if you are able to determine how much you have contributed so far using your statement that was given to you or using the short code, what you're supposed to do is that you must divide 100%, that is the amount that you need, by 15% if you are an existing member. So you see that we are getting 100% divided by 15% is giving us 6.666. So we are going to this amount. So any amount that you want to take, use this 6.666, in other words 46. So 6.6666 times your contribution so far. So if you have contributed say 3,600, you can take a maximum of 23,999 in order 0.76, in other words 34,000. And if your contribution is 5,100, you can take the same amount, 5,100. You can take 30, no, it's not the same amount, sorry. You can take 33,999.66, that is 34,000. And if your say 4,300, you can take 28,666. So the constant you need to multiply with your contribution so far is 6.6666. Use it to multiply your contribution so far and you'll be able to see the maximum amount. For those who are re-entering, we are going to find your constant, which is 100 divided by 20%, 100% divided by 20%, which is 5. So any amount that you want to take, or any amount that you have contributed so far, use it to multiply by 5. So if the contribution so far is 2,700, use to multiply, you can be able to take a maximum of 13,500. Now, this maximum amount that you can take, it has nothing to do with how long you can take this loan. If your contribution is 4,500, you can take a maximum of 22,500. Now, to know the maximum, the number of months I can take this loan, it will depend on your affordability. And your affordability simply is how much they can deduct you monthly. We will go into that later. Kindly subscribe for the next episode about determining the number of months you can use, salary issues, validation issues, and then the rest. Bye bye.